Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking back in, man. Back with a blog, man. Makes that like button, that subscribe anyway, and I appreciate all the support. What's up with you niggas, man? What's up with you niggas? Happy Sunday to everybody, man. I want to talk about this Tex, Eazy, all this stuff going on right now. It's a lot of drama. It's my second blog for the day. But I do got something I want to say about John before I get out of this, man. I left this out of the blog. I want to talk about this. I'm the mayor of fair, man, so I try to be fair in situations. I try to look at both sides of the equation, all this kind of stuff. And I don't think John is a scammer by no means. I don't think he is out to scam the culture. Do I feel like he mismanaged some money? Most definitely. Do I feel like he's naive as fuck? Most definitely. Do I feel like there's some people in this culture that he probably tried to link with that maybe wasn't the best for battle rap? Maybe the mayor, Mr. Fab, definitely. I feel like with Cassidy, sometimes you get what you ask for, man. Karma is a big thing, a real thing in my opinion, and sometimes what goes around comes around, all that, whatever analogy you want to use. I feel like the booking of Cassidy was a little disingenuous. I feel like you had an opportunity. You talked about it being on Paramount, other platforms, possible $1 million deal. You also talked about you and Cassidy worked out a price, and it was going to be a front end, and it was going to be like some type of back end or whatever, some type of another deal you said or something. And then I don't know if you slipped up and said this, but you said this. You said Cassidy may not have known this. And I just feel like you needed Cassidy in order to kind of make all of this work. You even admitted that Cassidy was the person making all of this work because he was the one that was going to be able to get it to the eyes and the masses and everything. And it kind of sounded like possibly you knew more about the deal than Cassidy knew. And if you knew more about the deal than Cassidy knew, then that means it comes off as like, it ain't about battling Cassidy. It's like he's just a lick for you to get this extra look, this extra payday, this extra whatever it is that you and the sponsor got going on and the eyes that could get on. And I don't know if it's going to be on other platforms like Paramount and stuff, then maybe it wasn't going to be a YouTube release. Did you let Ballers know that it wasn't going to be a YouTube release? I don't know, because when I asked Ballers, like I said, I'm the one that kind of broke the story. Not kind of, I did break the story in the stock drop list. I asked them, why is your battle not on YouTube? They never told me, oh, well, John said it's supposed to be on Paramount and certain they never said that. They said, I don't know. He ain't pay us. So I don't know if you really, you probably negotiated everybody's money, was able to get everybody a deposit, but everything surrounding the deal, the people that was on the card probably didn't know about it, everything. They just knew it was going to be some big shit. They happy about it because it's a Cassidy card. And they like, oh, it's going to be a lot of eyes and everything. I don't even think Cassidy knew everything about the deal himself. So, I don't know. To me, it comes off a little, if that is the case, you know what I'm saying? I always give you the benefit of doubt. You can always explain further. It comes off as a little disingenuous. So sometimes what happens, I'm not alleviating Cassidy by any means. He still signed up to do a battle. He still has fans out here. He still have people that bought tickets. He still didn't come to an event. So I'm never going to alleviate him. However, I will say that both of y'all niggas at fault. And John, I gotta keep it real. It looks very, very bad on your behalf. Very, very bad. You also brought up the Mr. Fab thing, and you was talking about, well, I was talking to Mr. Fab. It was a dope pen and bullpen collaboration. He told me that he was gonna book Calico, Rum Nitty, and Charlie Clips, and I booked the other people on the card. And he said when I showed up to the venue, it was the first time I realized that Calico and Charlie Clips and them were not gonna battle. He said I didn't know that they weren't gonna battle. Next thing I know, they're coming out talking about they never got plane tickets and all this kind of stuff. I didn't know anything about this. So how do you, I guess, merge with a nigga that got his company, I guess, Dope Pen or whatever, merge with a nigga that's not even in the culture, bro? Like, Mr. Fab is not in the culture. Like, I know he did a couple things or whatever. He's not really in the culture. You merge with the nigga, he tells you he got Calico, Clips, and all them. You don't know nothing about what's going on and talk to nobody. You just show up to the event and realize Clips and Calico ain't there. Bro, you got these niggas' number. You have their phone number, bro. I would be calling these niggas like, yo, Mr. Fab Patreon nigga, like everything good? Cause I know your name is attached. Bullpen is attached. There is nothing Chris Unbiased will do with nobody in battle rap that I don't fucking have my entire hand on. You're not gonna be that's why I say naive. You're not gonna be feeding me some bullshit. Come to find out when I get there, oh, these niggas ain't paid, because at the end of the day, we're only buying a pay-per-view and we're only interested in the card because it says Bullpen. We don't know who Dope Pen is. We don't care about Mr. Fab. So when you collab with niggas, like, why are you not finding out more information? Why you ain't call Calico and all? You call Calico about Pause and about your baby mama. You can call him about that. Why you ain't calling him about all this other stuff? Because I'm just like, bro, there's no way I'm just gonna, some nigga can hit me out the blue, tell me he wanna do an event with me, and I'm not gonna make sure all the T's and I's are crossed and dotted. I'm not gonna do that. So that's why I say it's naive. And then when shit hit the fan, you be like, well, it's Mr. Fab's fault. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your attitude. And I'm like, you gotta take some accountability for at least being naive enough to even believe Mr. Fab. Because who is Mr. Fab, John? Let's just keep it real. Mr. Fab did one battle with Arsenal, right? He also did a card already that was bullshit. A lot of y'all may not have saw this card, but there was a card, Sue Surf versus T-Rex. They battled. It was marketed as a 3-round card, but when you bought the pay-per-view, they were all 1-round battles. To me, that's bad business. So this is the nigga that hits you out the blue, tells you he want to do a card with you. This the nigga that marketed a three-round battle and turned out to be a 1-rounder, right? He got big names on the card, Sue Surf, T-Rex, a whole bunch of niggas. These niggas battle, it's a fucking 1-rounder, right? The audio isn't good, the visual isn't good, and it's a 1-rounder. This is Mr. Fab's initial first card in battle rap that he threw. This was what happened. He did a 1-round card. So my thing is, you can't call me and tell me you want to do an event with me and I don't remember. You already scammed the culture. That's where your naive come in. So you can't be so thirsty to jump with niggas just to try to make a dope card or make some quick money or do whatever or get a look or what. You can't do that. So that's where I blame you, and that's how you fall into that situation. I just want to say that. Last thing I want to say, so I said I was going to talk about, you can't say this either, bro. I gotta keep it real with you.
Fucking out of their mind. Now niggas is running around frantic, don't know what to do because the money ain't here. Hello? What do? Now Danny crying for some money now. Like, oh, this has been a year, Danny. My phone ain't ring, my number ain't changed. Fuck out of here, nigga. That nigga ain't do this much promo when Rex ran off at that 12K. You doing all this for a couple hundred.
If you have an old roof and you're tired of trying to...
don't be doing all that. Hold on.
You doing all this for a couple hundred. Fuck out of here. Eat a dick, Danny. Word.
First of all, man, that's super disrespectful, bro. You literally owe this nigga money. You know what I'm saying? And it is still your responsibility to pay niggas even if the event don't go right. ARP just said this shit on a live today. He a league owner too. He said at the end of the day, even when you take a loss, it's still your responsibility to make sure nigga, because nowhere in your contract does it say I can only pay you if Cassidy show up. So you still gotta pay niggas. So to be mad at Danny Myers, who basically kept quiet from October to June, damn near July. You're mad at him because he did an interview and said you owe him $1,000. You owe him money. Like, where did he lie? He didn't lie on you. So at the end of the day, you mad he didn't keep quiet. But why do I gotta spare you when you owe me money? And you probably never told Danny Myers, Jazz the Rapper, Serious Jones, T-Rex, Losa, all these niggas on the car, you probably never told them, I won't pay you. You probably told them, I don't have your money now. So for me, maybe I'm hoping that somewhere down the road, you're going to give me my money. So they're in every right to air you out. You're the nigga contacting these niggas and giving them deposits. You the nigga that's making sure that they get the money and sending the contracts. It's on you, bro. At the end of it, we know Cassie fucked you over, didn't show up, all that stuff. It's still on you. For you to take this, eat a dick, all this kind of stuff, that shit is corny as fuck. And the fans not supporting that bullshit you talking, they're not gonna support it. So that, I just wanted to say that because I didn't really hear him really get on. I didn't really hear him get on Danny Myers like that. So I just wanted to say that. Okay, Tex and Eazy, man. Where do I begin, bro? It's like so much stuff. I think Tex is a good battle rapper. Obviously, Eazy has done a tremendous job building up the trenches and all this kind of stuff. I don't know if Tex wants to battle on the trenches no more. Eazy ain't gonna book him no more. So his career on the trenches is over. That doesn't mean his battle career is over, but you know, when you don't have a home, it's hard for you to continually get plates. When you don't have a home, when you bouncing around and just trying to get picked up on a ride and picked up on TBL and picked up here, it's kind of hard for you to consistently get plates. Y'all had a good thing going over there. And it seemed like a lot of stuff that went on with Eazy, it just falling apart. Whether it's Muslim Poppy, you know, if you just go back, it's like, okay, got on URL with Hurricane Dude, and it's Muslim Poppy, Rosenberg Raw, all the girls that was on Trenches, and then it's Jay Moore, and then it's now Tex, and all this kind of stuff. When I first listened to the space, I thought Tex was tripping. I'm like, bro, you just mad about your name? Like, that shit is super petty. You could call the nigga. I know he said that Eazy is trying to send him through a third party and all this kind of stuff. When you finally start decoding a lot of what he said, I wasn't really that mad at him no more. You know what I'm saying? And I actually kind of feel a little bit of what he's saying, because we don't get a lot of people that actually care about their career. But Tex actually does. He has a YouTube channel. He got a 100,000 view video talking about prison stories and all this kind of stuff. This is one of the things that's going on with Tex. So Tex wanted his name changed from Tex on the YouTube dumb to Tex Saygo. When you first think about it, you like, nigga, that ain't really no big deal, nothing like that. It's not no big deal, anything. Let me show you how easy it is to change someone's name. Let me just put that in perspective. You can go to your videos right here, right? This is the John video I put out earlier. You can hit the 3 dots. You can go to edit. From there, you can change the name. I can go from John. Hell, I can put Tex. Tex, and then you click save, and just that fast, I'm gonna go back to John. The video will be changed. You see how quick that was? Literally 20 seconds. That's all you gotta do to change a name. So if I call you and ask you, can you change my name? It should be able to get changed pretty fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's logged into their YouTube channel. Like, you don't ever log out of your YouTube channel. Like, when you go on YouTube, you sign in. Everybody who has access to the Trenches or Chrome 23, whatever YouTube channel, should be able to change it. So at first I thought, this is petty. He's online, like, crying about the fucking name change. So I'm like thinking he kind of tripping, right? You know what I'm saying? I thought he was like crashing out. I gotta keep it real with you. But then what he's really saying, bro, all right, so somebody was talking to him. I'm not gonna say who it was. Like, yo, you need to market yourself better. You got your name Tex. You need a name that stands out more. Tex sounds like Rex, which sounds like T-Rex, because T-Rex is T-Rex. Then you got Tex. Like, separate yourself from that. Have your own thing so that when you are searching, everything is easier to find. So he goes with Tex Saygo, okay? Now, my phone is basically battle rap. I search a lot of battle rap. So if you put something that revolves around battle rap in my phone, it'll pull up battle rap. But if I went to like someone else's phone and they never watched a battle before and don't deal with battle rap at all, if I type Tex in, it's not gonna pull up Tex from Trenches. It might not even pull up anything with Tex, which means it's not in the algorithm enough for a non-battle rap phone. Your phone, everything transitions to what you watch. So if you watch a lot of battle rap, your phone, the algorithm of battle rap will be on your phone, and text could come in. Like, I'm sure Angry Fan isn't the only person that has a YouTube video that says Angry Fan. I don't mean a YouTube channel. I mean the name Angry Fan in the title. But if you look at a video, like let's just say I grab my mom's phone and my mom don't look at no battle rap, and I put Angry Fan on YouTube, it's probably not gonna pull up Caps. It'll probably pull up some random YouTube video that says Angry Fan at a Mets game, mad at the referee. Angry Fan at a Phillies game, mad at the referee. Angry Fan at a Hawks game, mad. It's gonna pull up other things. But if you take my phone and put Angry Fan in, it'll pull up Angry Fan at 007 and pull up Caps. So what Tex was trying to do, what he was being advised from people that know YouTube and stuff, create a name where it's only you. Chris Unbiased is just Chris Unbiased. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, Tex Saygo, get away from just TEX and put something else with it. So he goes with Tex Saygo. He wants Eazy to change it. All right, he feels like it wasn't changed in a couple of his battles. He had a problem with it. And there's other things, like Eazy is his manager. That's a conflict of interest. You're the manager of an artist and you're also the league owner. That's a conflict of interest. Like, you should not be a manager of nobody, because at the end of the day, how do I know you got my best interest when you're also trying to book people, make a profit, pay low, and make more profit? Like Eazy, what Eazy would be trying to do, URL would be trying to do, any league, is try to get the most for the least amount of money. So they're gonna try to book you for a lower amount, but hopefully you give a great performance so that the return is there. But if you're my manager, I want you to give me the most money. So when I found out Eazy was his manager, I'm like, that's a conflict of interest. Like, Eazy should know he shouldn't even be Tex manager. So Tex is also mad, like, yo, Eazy's my manager. He's not sharing my battles, stuff like that. Just battle real deal on an outside league. If you my manager, share the battle. You don't promote the trenches enough. This is something that he kind of feels like, you know, as far as like, you know, are you bringing King on StreamYard? And are you bringing niggas up on StreamYard? Letting the fans get to know who they are, stuff like that. So he kind of feels like, yeah, you'll go in spaces and you'll defend yourself. But it's like, one of the big things was, you remember when Eazy and Suge battled, he left the battle, went in spaces and defended why he really felt like he beat Suge. But he never really like talked about the event. He never said how good King and Cortez was, how good all these other niggas was. Make sure you get the pay-per-view. We just had a dope event. He was more concerned with like, yo, I really beat Suge. So this is like a problem that some of the trenches people got. And this is what I'm hearing is the issue with Tex. So you're my manager, but you're not really sharing my battles that are outside of the trenches. You're not sharing a lot of stuff that I do, but you're my manager. And then you're not changing my name to make me more searchable for people. Like, he got a big thing with his prison stories where he's doing YouTube videos talking about prison, and people in that community, he's trying to get them to watch his battles and stuff like that. But then he's Tex on YouTube, so he's trying to be Tex Saygo, so he'll be the only Tex Saygo on YouTube. It'll be easy to search Tex Saygo versus whoever and find his battle. So he feels like, if you decode what he feels like Eazy is kind of purposely not doing it. Like, I don't want you to get a little too big for your britches, as your grandma used to say, because I always say this a lot. Eazy like to put niggas under the thumb. He like to control niggas and stuff. And sometimes when you get too big, you can kind of like feel like you don't need a league no more. So one way you can do it is you can minimize. You can minimize how fast they can grow. You can control them. Now that's what URL kind of used to do. And you control them by contracts. I'll give you the battles you want. I'll put you on the contract. You can't battle nowhere else. So I'm hearing that Tex he did not sign a 3-year deal that basically didn't have any opponents on it and didn't have any money on it. So very similar to URL, they're open-ended contracts. So that's why people are like, yo, like you kind of left URL and then they feel like you're signing us to the same deals URL had. You don't want us to battle nowhere. You don't want to guarantee us no money, and you don't want to guarantee us no opponents, but you want me to sign a 3-year deal. So Tex feels like a lot of like what I'm doing in terms of the YouTube channel and different stuff and the contracts and you being my manager. I think I heard he tried to get outside management and Eazy wasn't with it. All this stuff is like, you want me to succeed, but only succeed so much under your watch. And by doing that, you can still control me, control my pay, keep me at a certain rate or whatever, control who I battle, stuff like that. And I only can grow as Eazy allows me to grow. So that's kind of what's going on that I'm hearing behind the scenes. Obviously, there's two sides to every story. Eazy has his side that he can tell and different stuff. He did say that he battled Snake Eyes on the last Trenches card and he did not get his back end. He said another league paid for his front end, which I don't know. It could be anybody. It could be fucking Frank White, for crying out loud. Someone else paid for his front end and he said he did not get a back end. So he's saying that Eazy basically never paid him his back end for the Snake Eyes battle. Now, I don't know Eazy to not be paying niggas, but that's what he's saying. So when you add all of this up, it's just like, yo, you don't really have my best interest. That's how he's feeling. Now, I give Eazy a lot of credit. I feel like he's done a tremendous job with the Trenches, but I do feel like, yo, we need to know who King is. We need to know more about Muwap. You know what I'm saying? We need to know more about these guys. And you can do that through your own channel, bringing them up on StreamYard. You got no problem bringing Tattlefax up there. No problem bringing these other niggas. Bring King up there. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I saw Calico say some shit like he didn't even know King was from Detroit. And King is from Detroit, and obviously Calico is from Detroit. But I think in the past I heard him be like, yo, I didn't even know this nigga was from Detroit. We need to know more about who these people are. And I don't know, maybe Eazy see something in text like, yo, you a loudmouth, you a shit talker, you a loudmouth, you in spaces. I gotta control your ass, cause you one of these niggas that I'll sign to the Trenches and start getting crazy. But that's very similar to Eazy. Eazy was becoming a loudmouth on URL. I want a YouTube release. I wanted this. Like he started winning battles. He started getting a buzz. He started poking his chest out. So I don't know. And obviously the big comment is, I made you. That's another big thing that's going on. I made you, which it's a collaborative effort. Did Eazy provide him a platform? Yes. Did he benefit a lot from being with Eazy? Is he in a position that he's in with Eazy that he may or not have been with someone else? I do think that too, because Eazy is lit right now. And he's been lit for a while. But I will always say it's a collaborative effort. You got to promote. You got to get in spaces or a YouTube channel, or do whatever. You got to keep your name out there. You got to argue with niggas, which he does do. You got to win battles. You got to get motherfuckers to talk about you. I be seeing them on Caps Live and this and that. So you got to get yourself out there and you got to win battles. And Eazy was doing the same thing on URL. And if I told you, man, P told me he made you, he wouldn't like it. He'll be like, P didn't make me. I had to win the battle. I had to do this. I had to keep my butt. I had to put out a top tier diss track. And I had to do all of this. So it's kind of similar, even though Eazy has helped him a lot. You know what I'm saying? When Surfer used to be like, helped him in a lot. But yeah, Eazy has helped him a lot. So but it's always a collaborative. I gotta still do my part while you're doing your part. But this is just what I'm hearing about Tex. This is not me kind of getting that Eazy or nothing like. This is what I'm hearing. Like I say, it's two sides to every story. I just want to tell you what I'm hearing. I don't got an opinion either way about the situation. Maybe Eazy will explain it. I'm definitely not with not paying niggas though. So if he did not get no back end for no Snake Eyes battle, I am definitely against not paying niggas for battles. So at the end of the day, that shit ain't cool. But yeah, so that's what Tex's real issue is. It ain't really about the name. It's like, yo, I'm trying to brand myself. When I sit back and think about it, I can't be mad at a nigga that's trying to further his career, trying to keep himself in the algorithm, get his name out there, make his shit more searchable for non-battle rap niggas that's in the streets and in prison and different stuff and out of prison that he fuck with or whatever. I can't be mad at a nigga that's looking at my career like, yo, I need to get away from Tex. I need to get away from being this close. There's already a Rex, there's a Tex, there's a T-Rex, there's a this. Like, let me add something to my name. If he's asking questions to try to grow, I can't be mad at that. So I guess he feels like Eazy doesn't have his support. And it's not that. Like I just showed you in a video, 20 seconds to change your name. He feels like it's purposely not being changed. Like all of this is just like, nah, little nigga, I don't move at your own speed. You gonna stay where the fuck you are as long as I say you gonna stay there. So I don't know how true this is. Like I said, man, I try to give niggas the benefit of the doubt. Maybe Eazy will explain some of this, but this is what Tex, who's being very vocal, is saying or trying to say in so many words and saying behind the scenes. And obviously, Eazy got flagged. He was on live. He got flagged by Tati. She striked the nigga channel. So I don't know. It's a lot of shit going on. I ain't with that strike shit either. Like this. I don't know, man. This battle rap shit crazy. But yeah, she striked the nigga. She like, yo, if you want to put up my spaces, you got to pay me. That's the type of time she on. And I don't know. Spaces is free for all I get. I ain't paying nobody for no space. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind donating or fucking with you or whatever, but demanding money for me to pay you for a space that's fucking public? No, not doing that. But I don't know. Somehow she struck Eazy. You know, she gave him a strike. So I don't know. It's a lot. More developing stories, man. As the world turns with Chris Unbiased, man. We'll be back after this commercial break. Yeah, but it's a lot going on. Appreciate the support. Just trying to keep you niggas abreast. I'll let your boy.